The question is logical operators, and this is easy level question. Okay, so we have given a problem statement, that is, the problem statement is given two integers a and b. Your task is to check following conditions: if a is less than equals to b and b is greater than equals to 10. Second, at least one from a or b will be even. Okay. 3, if a is not equals to b. Okay, so we have given some conditions, and uh, in input we have given two integers, that is a and b, and we have to print the true if the condition holds in each function, else false. Okay, so we have here we have given some sample inputs. Okay, so sample inputs are given, that is 3 and 12. So the output should be true, true, and true. Okay. Okay, so first, okay, so first let's try to understand what is logical operators. Okay, so so logical operators are the operators, and there are three types of logical operators. Okay, first is logical and second is logical or and third is logical not. Okay, okay, so the logical and can be represented by this double and symbol, and or can be represented by like this is or a logical or operator, and the third logical not, it can be represented by like this. Okay, these are the three logical operators. Okay, okay, so let's try to understand how these operators will work. Okay, so let's suppose we'll take one integer a equals to 9 comma b equals to 20. Okay, so we'll write one condition: if a is less than equals to 9 and b is greater than equals to 10. Okay, so if we'll print, if this is, then we'll print system.out.print will print true, else will print false. Okay, so in logical, here we have used logical and operator, and in logical and operator, here this both condition are checked. If a is less than equals to 9 and b is greater than equals to 10, this here both condition are checked, and if in logical and if these both statement are true, then only this statement is executed. Okay, so in logical and operators, both conditions needs to be true, then only this statement is executed. So here a is less than equals to 9 and b is greater than equals to 10. Here both conditions are true. So here this statement will be executed. So let's try, let's see here output is showing true. That means in logical and operator, both condition needs to be true. If any one of this statement is false, then this statement is not executed. In this scenario, if any one statement is false in these two statement, then else statement will be executed. So let's suppose here we'll write a is less than equals, a is okay, so let's suppose a is less than equals to 8. So in this statement, let's see in this condition this statement is false, so the this statement is executed, because in here both condition are not true. This is false and this is true, so this statement will be executed. So to in logical and operator, both statement needs to be true. Okay, so here now we'll see for second logical operators, that is logical or. So we'll check for the same condition. Here a is less than equals to 8 or b is greater than equals to 10. In logical or operators, uh, from these two statements, if any one statement is true, then this statement is executed. Okay, so in these two statements, one statement needs to be true, so this statement will be executed. Okay, and if both statement is false, then only this statement is executed. Okay, so let's try to run. Okay, see in you by using logical or operator, this statement is executed, because in this condition this statement is false but this statement is true. That's why this statement is executed. Okay, okay, so now let's try the third logical operator, that is logical not. So that is A is not equals to B. Okay, so here in by using logical not operators, we'll check whether both the numbers or both the conditions are true or not. Okay, let's try to run this code. See, A is not equals to B. Yeah, our A's value is 9 and B is 20. So this is not equals. These values are not equal. So this statement, this is true. Okay. So let's suppose we have written A equals to 20 and B equals to 20. Now let's try to run. See, our statement is A is not equals to B, but A is 20 and B is also 20. So both values of both variables are same. So this is false. Okay, that is these are the logical operators. Okay, now let's try to code our program. Okay, so here first we'll take a scanner class, scanner sc equals to new scanner system.in. Okay, then we'll take two variables, that is a and b. So integer a equals to sc dot next int, integer b equals to sc dot next int. We have taken two variables as an input. Okay, so now let's write these conditions. So we'll write here if condition, if a is what is first statement, a is less than equals to b. Okay, so we'll write a is less than equals to 10 and so here, and so we'll write logical and b is greater than equals to 10. Okay, so we have written the first condition. So if this is, if both these statement are if both statement are true, then we print system dot out dot print. We have to print true. Okay, else we have to print false. Okay, so here we have written this first condition. Now we'll try to write the second condition. The second condition is at least one from A or B will be even. Okay, so in A and B, we need at least one number even. Okay, so we'll write the condition for it. Right, if A, so how we can check for even number, that is modulus operator and 2, number modulus 2. That means a modulus 2 equals to 0. So in second statement, we have to check at least one number is even. So we'll write here OR operator, logical OR, and then check for B modulus 2 equals to 0. Okay, if anyone from these are true, then we'll print will print true, and else will print false. Okay, so we have written this second condition. Now the third condition is if a is not equals to b. Okay, so here we'll write the third logical, we can do it by using third logical operator. So if a is not equals to b, okay, so if this is, that means a is not equals to b, then simply we print true, else we print false. Okay, so we have written our third condition as well. Now we have completed our program. Now let's try to run and let's see the output is correct or not. Okay, given the input, that is first input 3 and 12, let's try to run our code. And now let's see what output it's showing. Okay, see, the output is true, true, and true. Okay, okay, but you can see here after one statement that is true, there is some space, but in our output there is no space. So for that, we can do, after the statement will give some space like this. We have given the space. Okay, now let's try to run and let's see now how our output is showing. See, now there is some space. Okay, so let's try to run second, that is 10 10 second test case. Let's run and let's see output. Okay, true true and false, true true and false. Okay, so our output is showing correct. Now let's try to submit our code. Submit, and let's see the test cases are running now. It takes few minutes to execute. Okay, okay, see, our all the test cases are passed. Okay, so